I see fluid leaking.
Seepage is seepage.
Yeah.
I see fluid leaking that didn't leak more until he removed that plug. So now I still don't know what's sitting at this end of it.
Well, you told me you said you had a transmission leak.
I assumed it's between the bell housing.
That's
I didn't
motor.
know
That's motor oil.
Okay,
You
the
said-
transmission
you
is
said
from
leaking-
back
You
here.
said it was leaking back here.
From
too.
back here, what is this then? Please explain this to me.
I'm baffled. Yeah, this is seepage too.
So everything that I'm complaining about is just standard seepage according to Mercedes.
That's Mercedes. Yeah. 'Cause
Okay,
if
so
it-
now
if it's
these
drip-
bushings that got wiped down here, I'm well aware. You can tell the deterioration of this bushing right there. It doesn't take a genius to figure this out.
I'm not-
It doesn't take much at all.
Well-
That bushing is destroyed.
Well, it's seepage.
That is not seepage, sir. You can see the bushing right here, the
Okay.
rubber seal.
I see the seepage. Harvey.
Okay, not the seepage, sir. Look at the seal, please. Please look at the bushing.
I see the bushing.
Not from that distance, you don't. He had to get the flashlight there. Please be reasonable here.
Yeah.
That's a complete. I'm not worried about the hole, sir. I'm worried about the tear up here. That's what I'm concerned with.
You told me leaking fluid.
It was leaking fluid. Somebody wiped it down.
Okay.
This is leaking. It's a hydraulic bushing.
I understand what it is, Hart.
Okay, now
I
the
didn't
next
start
thing that
it
I'm having
yesterday, okay?
the next thing I'm having an issue with is, okay,
These bushings are not. They're not hydraulic. They're regular.
It is
rubber.
hydraulic.
No, that.
Sir, it's a fluid-filled bushing.
That oil came from somewhere else.
okay, then let's figure out where this oil came from. Because I don't see anything else here that would contaminate that seal. Nothing. Unless you're telling me there's another leak that wasn't identified or is also standard seepage.
But see, the thing is, that's.
It is a fluid-filled bushing, sir.
No, because I don't think on these. We have fluid filled, but I don't think.
Okay,
they
then
are.
if you'd like to see this change, and the way I realized something was wrong was when I took it back for an alignment after it left the shop. And what they did is when it sits on the alignment rack and you actually have all four wheels sitting on the ground, actually on the rack, you can see the deflection on this bushing. It doesn't take much more than a naked eye. This is the side I've been complaining about for how long now? My vehicle sat here for a month
You have
with
to
you.
raise your voice to me first of all. This conversation's fixing to be over with.
Okay, I left this vehicle for a month with you.
I understand that.
Okay, aside from that, let's bring it back down on the ground, please.
And you know what? CPO might not cover that bushing because it's rubber.
Right.
It's also hydraulic.
We don't know until we run it through our machine. We've been dealing with the noise on the bottom side. We haven't even got the bushing.
This is exactly what second form comes with.
About what?
This side, it's written in the paperwork that I printed out for you. This side.
No. You and I have had this talk in here numerous times.
The noise is coming through there, but my complaint is the left side shakes when you do
You said shake, man. You didn't make me do something. Either a noise or a shake.
So please don't raise your voice to me now.
I'm not. I'm just trying to explain to you. Change the stories and everything.
Okay. I'm sorry?
Because you're changing stories on everything.
I'm not changing stories, sir. It's
stories.
written.
No, you change your
You
stories.
can look at this.
I know
What you
I've
wrote
been here
down.
31 years, okay?
Look
said
at what
there's
you
a
wrote down
vibration.
last
You
time.
said-
I have the paperwork that I collected
understand
from you.
that. We're checking for a vibration, but now you're saying a noise over here. You didn't make up your mind what we're chasing here. Now you said it was a fluid leak. Now you're saying the bushings are cracked.
It is a hydraulic bushing. If you're not
Okay.
certain, please go check.
Oh, I'm certain. I didn't start here yesterday. Okay?
I didn't say you did, sir. Aside from that, let's turn the car off. Okay, now, I'd like to know how much free play is supposed to be in the steering wheel. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'd like to know how much free play is supposed to be in the steering wheel. When the vehicle shakes, when this steering wheel shakes from side to side, and I put let's say a dead center of this in the middle, I should be able to calculate the free play from left to right, correct? It's a standard procedure. It's done actually with the spring. It's done with a pull spring. Now, could you feel this vibration in here, the clicking? No, gently, very gently. You feel the clicking, yes or no? You cannot tell me this is standard and this is not seepage, this is not anything else. This is defective wear and tear. That's a rack and pinion that's gone. Now, I can transfer that from here to here, and it does not change in the coupling. Not any of the couplings, not any of the joints change. it transfers the motion directly to the rack and pinion. Directly. You can see it shaking just as I'm doing it here. And the clicking noise, if you had less noise around you right now, you would hear the clicking actually coming from the rack.
All right, go ahead and do that because we got two.
Sure. They've replaced the couplings in there already. That's already been done under CPO. And that wasn't the solution to it. But you do see the problem I'm speaking of, right? Okay,
Yeah,
now furthermore, the next issue that I have is the moment this vehicle came down off that alignment rack, you can see on this side, and I can see on this side. And with the naked eye, I can tell you these wheels are not sitting at the same camber. I can tell you that with a naked eye. And now you charge me $200 for an alignment, and that wasn't discovered before the vehicle was released to me last time? He's telling me right now he can also tell the camber is not the same just by the vehicle dropping back down.
We have the
Yeah,
before
but
and
see,
after
it's
printout.
relaxed.
Just by the vehicle dropping back down, the camber has changed on only one wheel. You replace the upper control arm here, the camber, this wheel is sitting exactly flush. This wheel is not. It takes nothing more than the naked eye, and I got charged $200.
And you know, as far as the play that's in the rack opinion, you know, if we sent the rack back to Mercedes, they would kick it back because that's.
Then why don't we try?
that's-
Send it to him. Let him pick it back. So
Well,
we're just not going to make the effort.
Well, it's not the effort, but I'm not gonna get him back flag on word.
So you're telling me that much free play, an inch to either side, is standard.
The mileage that's on it, you got some play in it.
Okay, then what I'd like at this point is all the deflection that you've noticed. Let's measure it. I'd like the measurements given to me on the report when the vehicle's delivered back to me. Is that reasonable?
What?
Deflection on, I'd like the free play of the rack and pinion, noted, written, exact measurements.
Well, wait a minute. If you had that much free play,
It's been that way.
yeah. If you had that much free play, it wouldn't even pass inspection.
So then why is it not, why would Mercedes
state
CPO
inspection.
not say that it's,
State inspection.
okay, why would Mercedes CPO reject it if I couldn't pass state inspection with it?
Well, you know what? To me, it's normal because you got two universal joints right there going in there.
They're not, they have nothing to do with it, sir. You saw that. The universal joints are not clicking or not cracking. It is coming from the rack and pinion, and you can hear it. If you need, I can bring you a stethoscope. I have a digital stethoscope at home. It's not a problem. Now, are you not certain where the problem is originating from, or do you just not care to fix it?
Well, it's not that we care to fix it now.
But you don't care to even try. You're telling me Mercedes will reject it before you even ask them.
You're telling me a vibration at 70 miles an hour. Now,
You don't think that would make something to do with it?
I've driven the car.
That wouldn't have something to do with it.
I have driven the car. And
You're also telling me that the bushings aren't cracked. He found it.
I see it cracked.
You're also telling me that I paid for an alignment and my camber is supposed to be straight. It's not on one wheel.
If you had that vibration from that rack, it would be doing it at even low speed. It would be doing it for.
I said I noticed it at 60. He says he can't find a problem at 60. I said drive it to 70, 75. As you accelerate, it gets worse. As you play with the free play, it gets worse. The moment I go into a left turn at 85 miles an hour, yes, I drive fast, the whole car shakes.
We don't drive that.
I'm not asking you to. I'm telling you what I noticed as a consumer. This is unreasonable and this is unfair.
Okay, well, I'll give it a search manager when he gets in.
Please do. Everything here has been recorded. Thank you.